Hello everyone, Felipe here again, being here with Dania. I'm going to continue on the attacks and transitions here from side control. Alright, we're going to work with a few more attacks, then we're going to go to the defenses, and in January we're going to start working with half guard. Okay, so let's start already. Nice to see you guys. Moving the head sideways, up and down. Circling the head, people. Both sides. And circling the arm, also both sides. The other arm. And hips. Okay, everyone, and just the solo drills to warm up. As usual, bridge, sometimes inside, and hip escaping, also sometimes inside, people. Going on turtle and back stepping, 10 times inside, just to warm up. And switching base, pushing the leg through, also sometimes inside. Watch to keep your weight on your elbow and your leg tied to the floor. Rolling over the shoulder, 5 times inside, back and forth. You can land on your knees, or you can land on your hips, or both. Up to you. And technical stand up, all the way up. Hand first and leg through, all the way up and back. Also 5 times inside. And we can go to the partner drills. Let's go, everyone. Okay, people, so we're gonna take the last position that we saw and we're gonna turn into a drill, right? In which we're gonna go to the mount and we're gonna get out of the mount. This is a situation that we've done before, but this time I'm no longer going over the hip, but over the head, just like the last class we did. Okay, so I'm gonna start here in the cross face. I'm gonna be controlling Dania. I'm going to switch my base, all right? That means I'm gonna turn my hip towards Dania's head, making sure that I'm always here leaning towards her. I don't wanna be too relaxed. I want to be tight here to her. I'm going to be controlling Dania. And here, people, of course, we're going to do this slowly in the beginning just to understand, but it is important for us when we're actually doing this for real that we have some urgency here to catch our opponents by surprise. So I'm going to be pushing her. I'm going to bring my hand on the floor, and I'm going to use my hand on my foot to elevate the hip, and I'm going to throw my leg over her body to end up on the mount. I'm going to correct my position, ending up on the mount and attacking from here. Okay, to continue the transition, I'm going to go back to the side control by putting my weight on my hands. I want to push her down, so I want to keep my weight on my hands so I have freedom to move my leg. Okay, so if I want to go towards her left side, I'm also going to move my left leg. So weight on her, my body slightly to the right. I'm going to throw my leg over. And here, I'm gonna end up in the first position I had, going back to the cross face, and we're going to reset the position. So again, I'm gonna switch my base towards Dania's head, keeping my shoulder forward. I'm gonna put some weight on her, on the floor, elevate my hip, throw the leg over, correct my position to end up on the mount. Keep my weight on Dania, okay, on my hands here, so I can move my legs, shift my weight slightly to the left so I can throw my right leg over, drop my hip, controlling my partner, and back into the cross face. Okay, so again, just going to the mount, correcting the position, keeping the weight on her, throw the leg over, and I'm back into the side control again. Okay, just like we did in the last position. Alright, just here, switch the base, mount, correct, weight on her, leg over, back into the side control, so we keep our position. This you can do with a partner, but you can also do with a dummy in case you don't have one. Okay, guys? So I would suggest, as usual, 3 minutes, one of you on top, the other one on the bottom, and then you guys switch. Okay? Moving forward, people. Okay, people, and the one that we're doing for a long time, but not long enough, so it's important for you guys to repeat. Situation I'm here with Dana, she gets the underhook, switch sides, end up on her back. I've explained this many times before, so if you had doubts, just check out the previous videos. Okay, where she gets the underhook, I'm no longer holding her, stepping behind the head, dropping elbow knee, long step, and going back to the side control. Just side to the side, people. Okay, I'm gonna let her turn. I'm gonna get the underhook, switch, and back. Again, underhook, switch, and I'm back on the side. 3 minutes, one of you on top, the other one on the bottom, and we're gonna work on some submissions from that exact situation that we just saw. Okay, let's see that. Okay, people, so I'm gonna show a sequence in that situation where Dana starts getting the underhook. I'm gonna move towards her back, and we're gonna have some submissions that we can get from there. Okay, so basically, as we've seen, Dana's gonna get the underhook. I'm gonna switch sides, as we've seen before. And what is important for me, everyone, when I get to this point, is that I wanna keep Dana in this position that she has right now. Okay, so I'm gonna be heavy on the hip here, and if necessary, I'm also gonna place my hand on her shoulder, so Dana can no longer turn, okay? So what is the situation that I have right now? I'm gonna be pushing her shoulder so Dana cannot turn to me. Okay, I'm gonna be blocking. And I have my elbow in front of the hip as well, which makes it impossible for Dana to turtle as well. So try to turtle, Dana. Okay, so I'm gonna be blocking her, and I'm going to establish my position and stay in this situation right here. Okay, so guys, from here, we have a bunch of options. We have a transition to the back, which I'm not gonna take too much to explain because we've seen this when we were working with the back. Just getting the seat belt, connecting one knee to the shoulder. I'm going to sit, throw the leg, and I have the back. Okay, we've seen this before, so I'm not gonna spend so much time. I wanna focus on the submissions, all right, in a situation where, let's say, as a word on it, Dana tried to escape, I went to the other side, and I have my partner sideways, okay? So important for me, guys, is to make sure that I have the control of the shoulder and the hip. So the hip I'm controlling with my elbow that is in front of her hip, so that I cannot turtle. And the shoulder I'm controlling with my chest. I want to have my chest here behind her shoulder so that it cannot turn to me. Okay, and from here we're gonna have some options. First option that I'm gonna attack is going to be the choke. So this hand that is in front of the hip, I'm gonna bring here under her arm until I can reach the back of the head. Okay, I'm just gonna bring my arm through. So she's gonna be tight here with her elbows. It doesn't matter how tight she is, I'm gonna find space. My hand is gonna go here under her arm, and I'm gonna bring my arm here, my hand, until I can have my hand here behind her back. Okay? Now that I have this control, this is going to be Ezekiel, everyone. I'm gonna grab my own sleeve, I'm gonna bring my hand over the neck, and here, guys, just a regular Ezekiel, I'm going to extend both arms, bring my body up, and I get the submission, okay? So, just like any Ezekiel, everyone, I grab my sleeve, I bring my hand over her neck, I'm just going to extend both arms and posture up to increase the pressure, okay? So, again, Dana is gonna turn to me to escape. I'm gonna switch sides, and I'm going to end up on her side. Make sure your opponent cannot turn. So pushing the shoulder, trapping the hip, resetting the position. And here, everyone, chest pushing her shoulder, okay? Or your partner's shoulder, of course. So I'm gonna be here with Dana. Dana cannot move at this point. I'm going to use the hand that is here in front of the hip, I'm gonna push through here, under her arm, under her neck, until my hand is here behind until I have my thumb here behind the back of the neck. Grab my sleeve. I can bring my hand either like this or as a fist, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, I'm gonna bring my hand over the neck and here people posturing up, extending the arms, and I get the choke. Okay, so super simple, guys. What is important for you actually is that your opponent doesn't posture up. So let's do one more time there. Sorry. No, first get the underhook from the beginning, then I get the underhook, switch, get my control, establish, arm through, controlling the sleeve, arm through, controlling the sleeve, bringing my hand over, extending, and I get the choke. Okay? So guys, again, you guys can switch between you. Okay? No time limit, and we're gonna move to another option from here. Let's go, guys. Okay, everyone. So we're gonna move to another one. This one, I'm not going to attack her neck. I'm gonna go for the arm. Same situation. Then I get the underhook, switch, and I manage to have my opponent like this. And a lot of the times we're gonna have this scenario right here in which Dania is going to have her arm crossed because she wants to protect everything. She wants to have her arms protected, her neck protected, and since we have this really strong control position. So what I'm going to do right now, everyone, is get a Kimura grip. So I'm gonna go here under her head, okay, with this arm, making sure, again, people, that Dania cannot turn, all right? So I'm pushing her shoulder, I'm trapping her hip, I'm gonna go here behind the head, and I'm gonna make a grip on her wrist. Okay, I just want to have this control. It doesn't matter if she's protecting herself. This is going to be super simple to grab. Okay, come back to the original position. The other hand, just like before, I'm gonna bring under her armpit, and now people, I'm gonna trap my own wrist. Okay, this is a very strong control. All right, now that I have this control again, then I don't have to have that much pressure now, because as long as I have this Kimura grip, then it cannot turn to me and cannot turn to turtle. I'm gonna be controlling everything. Okay? So now, since I have her arm, I'm gonna take this opportunity to attack the armbar. So I'm gonna keep the grip that I have. And now I'm gonna bring my knee up. Okay? I'm gonna bring my shin behind her hip. I'm gonna keep the pressure, and now I'm going to slide my elbow all the way over the head. Okay, I want to have this position. From here, everyone, I'm going to start putting my pressure on the knee that I have on the belly. I'm going to throw my leg over, and I'm going to drop already with the arm bar. From here, everyone, make sure your partner's thumb pointing up, tight to the arm. Try not to pull with your hand because your opponent can fight that off. Make sure you connect your partner's arm to your chest. Knees together. I drop until I have the arm extended. Okay? One more time. Then you guys to the underhook, switch my side, make sure I have the control, and I'm gonna be here tight, not letting my opponent go anywhere. This hand that is behind the head is gonna go, and I'm just gonna make a grip on the wrist that is here close to the shoulder. The other hand is gonna go under the armpit, and I'm gonna grab my own wrist, having this Kimura grip right here. From here, everyone, first thing I want to do is make sure that it cannot turn to me. So I'm going to place my shin over her belly right here, okay? My knee here, just to block her body. Now, I'm going to slide my elbow from the bottom to the top, over the head. And I want to keep this pressure because I don't want to let Dania come up, okay? In order to get the armbar, I need to keep her on the floor. I'm going to throw the leg over the head. So if I want to move my right leg, I'm going to shift my weight a bit to the left. I bring the leg over and I sit, okay? From here, if there's no resistance, I'm already connecting the arm and bringing to me with my knees pinched together. If Dania by any chance holds, thing that we saw before, okay? Dania is controlling her own arm. Not a problem, everyone. You keep this grip. I let go of the wrist and I bring my forearm under her wrist. grab my own head, I broke her grip, and now I just slide to get the arm. Okay? So I have on two possibilities. You guys can go for the neck, you guys can go for the arm. Personally, I like the arm a little bit better from this position, but it's up to you. You guys can choose whatever fits you best. Okay, let's train everyone. And here's your drill run, starting from the side control, specific drill, whatever you're on top, attacking, trying to get a submission and improving your position as the opportunity arises. Just main thing, don't lose your top position. If you have side control, you can either go to your bed and mount, but don't let your opponent gain anything, okay? In this case, what Daniel's trying to get is to put me back in the guard or to end up on top. Make sure none of those happen if you're attacking. And you get the submission as the opportunity arises, okay, everyone? Main thing is not to lose the position. One of you on top for 3 minutes, just attacking. From here, I'm gonna be trying to get a submission. Okay, Danny's defending. I'm gonna try something else, go for the armbar. Doesn't matter, okay? Try to connect the attacks that we've seen before. The more attacks you guys connect, the more effective you're gonna be. Try to add some transitions as well, so you can improve your position. And again, people from top, trying to get a submission and not losing the position. People from the bottom, trying to get the guard back or trying to end up on top. If any of those situations happen, just starting from the beginning. One of you on top for 3 minutes, then you switch, and then you guys train as much as you can. Okay, just a regular roll, starting from side control. See you guys, bye-bye.